can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool, I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb, I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental, let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought, no flow, rain wasn't pouring down. See, that pain was all around, see, my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn, flow was cool but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge, I'ma kill everything like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it, everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Put this shit in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say, man, I see you deflate. Let me elevate this in a frame, have you working on the flame? Both hands together, die, let me pray. I been going right around, call that relay. Pass the baton, back in the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. When a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break your spine. They say that I'm so fun, you could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
Welcome to my parody. Have a look around. Any spoof that brain of yours can seek out can be found. We got mountains of Weird Al, some better, some worse. But he's not the only one, in fact he's not the first. Welcome to my parody. Would you like some facts? You know this is a parody. Oh, welcome to the internet. We'll burn it's epic, but he's not the one who's making this whole song parody out of poems and puns. Welcome to my parody. What would you decide? Would you see the one by Weird Al, or would you like to hear mine? If you want to know how big our age gap is, well, I don't know it either, cause I never bothered to do the math. You should do it. Welcome to my parody in 2025. This is my parody remaster of Bo Burnham's Inside. I still am making almost all this on the spot, cause I don't know any lyrics that I can write right now. Welcome to my parody. This took too many takes. This song is taking forever and I've taken 0 breaks. You know that is true, guys, I really have to, but I'm not going to for the comedy, dude. Parodies are jokes and they are meant to be funny. If you didn't know that, well, stick around and hopefully you'll see this isn't meant to be some kind of cringe video, or I'll if I do, if I don't, I don't know anymore. So make it easier, introduce camera now. Hopefully I didn't sound like Skibidi Toilet, because I don't wanna make you cringe. Could I interest you in any smooth? Follow the time. A little bit more parodies for you to try. This song is a parody, it couldn't be a crime. It's just a silly parody. Hear me out, guys. Can I interest you in any smooth? All of the time. A little bit more parodies for you to try. This song is a parody, how could it be a crime? This song is a parody, give it a try. You know, I really don't know what to fill this section with this time. We'll see what happens. Every take that I do, it takes more of my time. Why am I just sitting here parodying this rhyme? Well, I don't know why, and I don't know who. In person at least, I sing these songs and make this stuff mainly for you. Yes, yes, all of it for you. Doodling stuff on my iPad and making this spoof too. There are many other things that I'd like to do. Cause look at this. look at this. It looks organized like it ain't time. That's not all. You know why? Well, that's your point of view. But from where I am sitting, there's more I could do. Yeah, it was always my plan. Oh wait, did I get that line wrong at the end again? Oh, come on. You know what? It's 2025. I'm remastering a parody I made like how many years ago? 2? I don't even know at this point. Could I interest you in any spoof all of the time? An even better one for you to try. This song is a parody and baby it's a crime. Go back to 2023. I'll see you next time. Could I interest you in any spoof all of the time? Anything but this for you to try. This song is a parody and it still is a crime. This is a cringy parody. Yes, this is a cringe parody. Yes, this is a cringe parody. Why'd I retry?
Come on, creatures, monsters, creepypastas, and EXEs. Witness the incredible fathom of figure!
I'm not a fan of puppeteers. I got a nagging fear someone else pulling at the strings. Something terrible going down to the entire town, wreaking anarchy and all it brings. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it. Oh, wow. Faker, I'm howling at the moon, but sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Faker, whatever did we do to make it turn the world to fake? Faker, are we the real alone? Are we just a episode for taking out the zone? Faker, we won't take it anymore, so take it here anyway. Faker, la da da da. Faker, la da da. Faker, la da da da. Faker, faker, fake, fake, faker. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Faker, la da da da. Faker, faker, fake, fake, faker.
Wait a minute, do I know you? Weren't you an old pal of mine? Left from us far too early, but now we're meeting a second time. We had such fun together, maybe you know what I mean. I just got one tiny question, do you have a fake ID?
Faker, I'm howling at the moon, but sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Faker, whatever did we do to make it turn the world to fake? Faker, are we the real alone, or are we just a episode for taking out the tone? Faker, we won't take it anymore, so take your tyranny away. Faker, la da da da. Faker, la da da. Faker, la da da da. Faker, faker, fake, fake, faker. Da la da da da. Da la da da. Faker, la da da da. Faker, faker, fake, fake, faker. Faker, la da da da. Sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Faker, whatever did we do to make it turn the world to fake? Faker, are we the real alone, or are we just coming to the day of the Faker, we won't take it anymore, so take it away. Maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. Does that make me a fake?
So now we can just dance right through. That sounds like a challenge.
Won't you let me make you like better? Hey there, baby, don't you lose my number. Have a drink on me, we'll do whatever. Come on, baby, don't you lose me now. Will you hold me while you close your eyes and tell me sweet lies? Tell me sweet little lies. Turn nothing into something new. That's all that I want. Show me the way.
Work that shit to death, come on now. Work that shit to death. Work that shit to death, come on now. Work that
the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles, unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles, I'm hard as nails. It ain't hard to tell, I break them down whether they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test, feel it right, then the work's left.
run, you can't run, yes you know this will be fun. You're in my world now and you can't hide because I will just find you. Either you play as Tails or Knuckles or Eggman, I will catch them all and you will have to be the final target. I'm too fast, you're too slow, yes you probably should just roll. Do you wanna play this never-ending game? I'll just keep on finding while you just keep dying. You can't hide, you can't run, have a nice day.
Finally we can relate. Our side by side, this is me. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate. She just not with you. I move on, move on. She's just not with you. I move on, move on. She's just not. You're sitting waiting on the side of your phone, the apple of your eye. The one you love is away, you're alone, and you can't help but realize that you waste your time. Tell yourself a lie that you waste your time. She does not with you. She does not with you. Stop thinking of you.
just wrote a song about how I'm gonna kick all of your butts.
Stop him before he starts singing!
In the darkest night, I make the bad guys fall. There's a million heroes. Who has the coolest gadgets? Who has the tricked out ride? Who does the sickest backflips? When does that ever happen? Computer.
Calculating. Never.
You know why? Because I'm always one step ahead of you.
And I always get away!
Not this time. Who's the manliest man? With the buns of steel. Who could choke hold a bear? Who never skips leg day? Who always pays their taxes?
Or catch your greatest enemy. You can't do both.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
You can't do both, I said.
No, I mean the other thing.
Save the city or catch your greatest enemy?
You think you're my greatest enemy?
Yes! You're obsessed with me!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are! Who else drives you to one-up them the way that I do?
Bane.
No, that's it.
Superman.
Superman's not a bad guy.
Then I'd say that I don't currently have a bad guy. I am fighting a few different people. I like to fight around. Batman. Who has the coolest gadgets? Who has the tricked out ride? Who does the sickest backflips? Who's the manliest man? With the buns of steel. Who can choke hold a bear? Who never skips leg day? Who always pays their taxes?
Are you seriously saying that there is nothing special about our relationship?
Whoa. Let me tell you something, Jay Bird. Batman doesn't do ships.
What?
As in relationships. There is no us. Batman and Joker are not a thing. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. You mean nothing to me. No one does.
Can't touch me, just like the bad guy from Lethal Weapon 2. I've got diplomatic immunity, so Hammer, you can't sue. I can write graffiti, even jaywalk in the street. I can riot, loot, not give a hoot, and touch your sister's teeth. Can't touch me, I'm a big shot, there's no doubt. Light a fire and pee it out. Don't like it? Kiss my rump. Just for a minute, let's all do the bump. Yeah, do the Peter Griffin bump. Can't touch me. Stop. Peter time. I'm Presidential Peter. Interns think I'm hot. Don't care if you're handicapped, I'll still park in your spot. I've been around the world, from Hartford to Back Bay. It's Peter, go Peter, up to Peter, yo Peter, let's see Regis rap this way. Can't touch me. Except for you. You can touch me.
Save on everything at Christmas in July. H. Greg.
What's fun without thinking of here a little? Oh, you know I don't care about Christmas, yet I miss this. Oh, can you keep track of the ones who already know I like the theme? I won't just be waiting out your mirror in the snow. I'll be poking out your eyes with a toothpick. I think the floating lights in my GUTNOG. So don't go peeking out the door. It's already there, then what the hell are you looking for?
Ah, yes. Well, looky here, ah, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf and she's clubbing, cause at the end of the night, it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I pray, I never stay. Every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, cause everything you heard is true. You're pulling it hard, pulling up alone, cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. Ah, yeah. Well, let me think, ah, what should I do? So many eager young buddies that I'd like to pursue. Not even though they're eating out the palm of my hand. There's only one carrot and they all gotta share it. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I pray, I never stay. Every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, cause everything you heard is true. You're pulling it hard, pulling up alone, cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. See, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. Yup, see, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. If you scared, you better run.
We didn't do it, Squidward. Our hands are clean.
Clean.
Kane, is this one of your NPCs or is this a new sucker? Because if it's a new character, we're gonna have to redo this whole theme song. Kane, I think your stupid boombox is busted.
John, today is your day. Yeah, that's all I've gotta say. I'm in a hurry, no really dude. I got no shower, got something to do. But John, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John. Hope you see this in time after school or something.
John, you are the man.
As for me, I just have the greatest plans. I'm kinda anxious singing the song. I am home alone, my dad is gone. So John, happy birthday, oh John, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Okay, before I end this track, got one last thing to say besides that. Mario! Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll get why I said that.
It's on me, Mario, so listen up and listen close. Hear my song and let's go. Wahoo! I might not be like those Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. Disparity was meant for you. Sing along, do the Mario. We're the Mario Bros, and plumbing's the game. We aren't like the others who get all the fame. But if your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. You're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure with remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas and Troopas, the princes and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the bridge. Hooked on the brothers. Hooked on the brothers, the brothers, the brothers. Hooked on the brothers. Here we go! It's on me, Mario, so listen up and listen close. Hear my song and let's go. Wahoo! I might not be like those Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. Disparity was meant for you. Sing along, do the Mario. Wow, yeah. Wow, do the Mario. Wow, wow, yeah. It's time to go do the Mario.
Let's go.
DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong is here. DK, Donkey Kong, oh yeah, DK, Donkey Kong.
I'm finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in. Do put your hand together if you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. DK, Donkey Kong, yeah, DK, Donkey Kong is here, yeah, DK, Donkey Kong, yeah, DK, Donkey Kong is here. It's on me, Mario, so listen up and listen close. Hear my song and let's go. Wahoo! I might not be like those Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. Disparity was meant for you. Sing along, do the Mario. Wow! And listen close. Hear my song and let's go. Wahoo! I might not be like those Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. Disparity was meant for you. Sing along, do the Mario. Wow! Yeah! Wow! Do the Mario. Wow! Yeah! Yeah! It's time to go do the Mario.
Access denied.
no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Equal commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. Just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell you and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
Way too long, but I'm home again long after I had done what I'd done. What's become of them? 5 nights, 5 innocent lives I took before their time. Died of boredom, survived, I'll make them unalive. We are but machines, but we bring life into a globe and all of your friends, not the end, only brothers flowing here is in our bodies. We all love our life and you made us into what we become. 5 lives, but the thing were mine, I can't believe my eyes. It's alright, I'll be fine, running out of time. I think that I can find a place where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside. Five lives coming for the time now. There's a standing line. It's alright, I'll be fine. Not sure I survived. I don't think that I died. I only have a life. It's alright. Stuck inside. You aren't the usual kid, you know. Wanna have a bad time, then let's go. Before we start, I got to let you in on a little secret. I got
the caster, blaster gun. I'll tell you before we have the fun. This book is a disguise I report. I'm actually Matt from Wii Sports. I'm not for the time. It's alright, I'll be fine. Stand aside. We are but for streets, but we bleed life into a glow. We'll love the rent, not the end. Only weapons blowing. Sing the way we become. 5 lives, thought that they were mine. I can't believe my eyes. It's alright, I'll be fine. Running out of time. I think that I can find a place where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine. Tucked inside.
Don't go in there, you'll become one. Freaky creatures, munch your body. Eyes of yellow, scales and feathers, tails and tethers. Turn the lights off, bend the magnet, you control it. I found out your reason does it. Shut the closet, enter the covert. Snakes and lovers, turn the lights off. Everybody has to take it for just in the light of fire, silence fire. And everybody wants to make it tonight. Here's the pinky, there's the kinky. Everybody complicated. Man and woman, baby Jaya, come and Maya. Turn the lights off, don't remember what we look like. Younger holding one another. Baby girls, tango screaming, tango screaming. Turn the lights off, everybody likes to take it for Can't they take it? Should be comfort. What's the bedroom? Read the water. Run the pleasure. Guns and daughter. Apple's mother. Turn the lights off. Sparkles and shines on the water. Sets burn of you. Twinkle brightly, dance in darkness, blow the lights off. Sleepy child, spot desire, walk the fire.
You're up.
Getting freaky on a Friday night, yep.
I hope that's romantic all my life, surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. Freddy Fazbear, Freddy Fazbear, Freddy Fazbear. Give a second chance to kill it. The love that you
See, I'm tired of this new status quo. All the agony stores on a power to know I have done some terrible things in my life. I have done unbearable things, but I don't want to die. So please don't let me die. It's coming from below, they want me, and I know a thing or two when it comes to being killed. It may seem other people, but
Everybody shut up. Everyone listen up. If you can't write in the proper way, if you don't know how to conjugate, maybe you flunked that class, and maybe now you find that people mock you online. Okay, now here's the deal.
rougher than the rest of them. The rest of them tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles, like Sonic, I don't truckle. I'd rather fly my muscles, I'm all his nails. Lay out the down, breaking down when they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, I'm independent to my vertebrae. First try to be the right, then the words left. I'll be the one to say your heart very true. Good yourself with them evil spirits I seen you. Yeah. I'm on his knuckles, and then I have to juggle. I break it down whether they knuckles or knuckles. I like knuckles, I'm in the best step. My foot turns the front straight, see the right step, the knuckles chuckle. I'm on his nails, and then I have to tell. I break it down whether they solid or frail. I like the rest, I'm in the bed, with my foot right. First I feel the right, then the words left.
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries.
Beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs.
certified good
Beat 'em up,
music.
beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
So scared of breaking it that you won't let it bend. And I wrote 200 letters I will never send. And sometimes these cuts are so much deeper than they seem. You'd rather cover up, I gotta let them be. So let me be, and I set you free. Oh yeah, reach for my head and it's set you free. Oh yeah, reach for my head and it's
If you're a lover, you should know the lonely moments just get lonelier the longer you're in love than if you were alone. Memories turn into daydreams, become a taboo. I don't want to be afraid. The deeper that I go, it takes my breath away. Soft hearts, electric souls, heart to heart and eyes to eyes. Is this taboo? Baby, we built this house, our memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it, and when your fantasies become your I thought I would. You were just too kind, and I was too young to know. That's all that really matters. I was a fool. Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place in the house of memories. Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place in your house of memories. In your house of memories. Promise me a place. Just get lonelier the longer you're in love than if you were alone. Memories turn into daydreams, become a taboo. I don't want to be afraid. The deeper that I go, it takes my breath away. Soft hearts, electric souls, heart to heart and eyes to eyes. Is this taboo? This house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place in the house of memories. I think of you from time to time, more than I thought I would. You were just too kind, and I was too young to know. That's all that really matters. I was a fool. Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place in the house of memories. Picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place. Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place in your house of memories. In your house of memories.
see ya. Hold tight, slide me to the left, shake it to the right, take it to the front, and go round. Slide it to the left, shake it to the right, take it to the front.
This is certified public announcement.
We didn't do it, Squidward. Our hands are clean.
What you know about rolling sus and indeed when your brainless sus can compliment the freeze and the game is so too much. Put it back in slow motion. Have you feeling like an imposter in among us? What you know about being sus in this game when your alibis don't make it sound a little lame and the game is so too much. Put it back in slow motion. Have you feeling like an imposter in among us? There's an imposter everywhere you go. Please be both looking at most among us. Sussus Mashus, the boss no one can afford. Could have lost again to the young. You're sneaking into the imposter, aren't you? Aren't you? You're sneaking into the imposter, aren't you? But you're among us, like me lit in my bones. So don't you show yourself and leave us all alone. I've got that poker face that moves in and out of traces, blind to the eyes of a coward, trying to defy the empowered. The suspect of the blame, well they all forgot my name, but I'm smooth, I got nothing to prove. Yeah. Did it again, and then to me damn it, say, oh, who can it be? I mean, nothing was to me. No clue where that shut the ram, but we'll discover no too well, and baby, some fresh blood, so now everyone's us. So everything needs one fulfilling does exist. And what's inside the holes and underneath the surface of your shit. When you breathe, you hear it, and when you sleep, you feel it. It is impending doom and good, maybe you. Imposter imperceptible. A villain so maniacal. Excellence, you're a freak, imposter imperceptible. Evil undetectable, imposter imperceptible. There's a killer on the floor, but who can be the tells to sneak around, checking through the halls and corridors. Lots of buzzing who close the doors, reckon that I shouldn't make a sound. It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. So good to be so good. It's good to be alive. The saints and angels sing, choir at the bells chime, ring, ring, ring. I feel alive, so alive. What you know about rolling sus and indeed when your brain looks sus, can't got some mental freeze when you give us so too much. Put the back in slow motion, have me feeling like an imposter, and I'm bleeding imposter everywhere you go. Bleeding imposter, like the most among good Sussus. Bleeding imposter, nowhere to report. Kinda lost, get to the house, daring you and daring me.
time.